Good morning, Internet! This is Tristan PEJ, the brand new Wednesday, Fifth Element, third day of the week, middle guy, middle management, the hump day dude. This is Tristan PEJ of the Five Awesome Canucks. Now, it's maybe my first or my last video. I have no idea if I'm going to get fired after this first video. I have no idea. Anyways, onwards with the show. Okay, maybe they didn't let me, maybe they didn't give me the theme song before I made the video. I'm from Ontario. I live just outside Toronto. And, today is going to be about a news story. A local news story. That's the topic for this week, actually. And that is some really annoying human being, has decided that they don't like... Actually, there's a couple stories that are related to Ontario really just clenching at the freedoms that we Canadians like to enjoy, especially here. Because they're trying to push for, one, raising the drinking age to 21, which is ridiculous, and two, they're trying to push for a total ban on handguns in Ontario. Now, those might seem perfectly rational to some people, but most people are starting to lose grasp on what freedom actually means. The drinking age, one, if you had to make a drinking age, why would it be 21? I mean, you're legally an adult when you're 18. When you're 18, you're legally responsible for whatever you do. And you can't blame other factors, because you're no longer a child. If you murder somebody and you're 17, apparently, you are young enough to still have been influenced by stupid things like video games and junk. Yet when you're 18 and the government considers you an adult, you are therefore responsible for your own actions. That's why we have adult court and juvenile detention and such. So why is it different for the consumption of alcohol? I mean, their reason is they want to reduce car crashes, or that they want to reduce the amount of, they just want to reduce people from drinking. Well, the thing is, one, it's not going to lower drinking at all. In fact, I'll just go by personal experiences with people I know and my own personal experiences, is once you hit 19, you really start drinking less. I mean, I drank a lot more back when it was illegal to do so, I'll say that. Another thing is the car crash. You really think you're stopping car crashes? Like, do you really? Do you think that telling people who are between the ages of 19 and 21, which is a small portion of the population, telling them that they can't drink is going to really affect anything? It would be minuscule compared to the amount of freedom you're basically choking out of the Ontario public. I'm very sad to live in a province where human rights are being basically stripped away a little bit at a time, and nobody seems to care about it. That brings me to the handgun situation. They seem to think that handgun death, there was an accidental handgun death in Toronto, that's what sparked this. They seem to think that if you take all handguns away from people, it's going to save the world magically. Now, I don't know if you follow the disconnect in logic there, but if you make handguns illegal, the criminals that are going to use them to hurt people are not going to listen to a law that says you can't have a handgun. No, the only people who will listen to that are law-abiding citizens. Or, in situations involving handgun violence, they're called victims. They don't have to be victims, though. I mean, I hate to sound like a gun-toting angry American, but a polite society is an armed society. And if you really thought about it, you would save a lot of, you'd probably a lot, very few people would be mugged. Very few people would be raped or murdered if they were just armed. I don't know. Both of these, I don't really say that everybody should have a gun. I think that's a ridiculous thing to say. I say that people should have the choice to have one if they want one. Not to say that the government shouldn't have file on who has one. I mean, gun registry makes total sense. But banning them? Well, personally, I think that's ridiculous. I mean, people should be able to have a choice. And unfortunately, Ontario has just been getting worse and worse and worse recently, trying to choke away the little bits of freedom that we still have left. Sorry to come on my first entry into the whole debate or the whole program as a mumbling, boring, stupid-sounding libertarian douchebag from Ontario, but it was my first go. So, on this Wednesday edition of the 5 Awesome Canucks, this is Tristan PEJ signing out. By the way, I want to give a personal thank you to Mr. Machismo, or to the fat ugly fuck, for offering this position to me, and then so graciously giving it to me. Hopefully this won't be my last Wednesday. Hopefully I won't get fired by the time the next one comes to light. Anyways, have a good night. Morning. Actually, my plan is to release these on Tuesday night at about 2 or 3 in the morning, so when you guys get up in the morning, you can watch this on Wednesday morning. How's that sound? Anyways, peace out.